Good morning. I am Cecil in Blues. Thank you for tuning in to this Wildstar guide. Today we will be covering the locations and rewards of all 26 challenges in the Exile Zone, Algoroc. This guide does not include strategies for getting gold medals. My general advice would be not play during stress test weekends, and in many cases just be better at the game than I am. All challenges in this zone provide an option for a satchel of scavenged supplies, which can contain potions, food, and amp unlocks appropriate for level 6 to 13. The other guaranteed option is a chest of crafting components, which can contain Tier 1 crafting resources. For those unfamiliar with challenge rewards, one of the choices will be awarded at random. You are able to select one of the items and increase its likelihood of being selected. The bonus is dependent on the medal earned, ×2 for bronze, ×4 for silver, and ×10 for gold. The armor rewards shown will be set to your class's armor type, but the stats are random. With all that out of the way, let's start making our way through these challenges. This character has all challenges already unlocked, so I am manually triggering them from the challenge log. If you are new to the area, you will have the advantage, or in some cases disadvantage, of unlocking them naturally. Let's get started. Our first challenge is to disarm mines west of Tremor Ridge.
Challenge begins.
The challenge is called Minefield Mayhem. We must not take any damage while we are doing this. Once the challenge is complete, we will be able to bring up the reward screen,
Bronze level
and in addition to the 2 guaranteed options, we will see a choice for a plushie Rousdower, which is a decor item for your home. Our next challenge is located at the base of the Loftite Cliffs west of Tremor Ridge, and the challenge is labeled Scale the Loftite Cliffs. And as you might expect, the challenge is to scale the Loftite Cliffs.
Challenge begins.
Quickly, though.
Nobody knows long marches like the mighty Dominion military.
Bronze level awarded.
Our unique option in this loot roll is a level 8 pair of boots. There is a second challenge on the Loftite Cliffs entitled Loftite Collector. The Loftite Collector challenge is to collect floating shards of Loftite by jumping through them.
Challenge begins. Bronze level awarded.
In addition to the satchel of scavenged supplies and the chest of crafting components, you will have the option to select a 5-slot bag when completing this challenge. Now that this challenge is complete, we can scale the cliffs again and head into the Coldwater Gulch. Located around the Coldwater Gulch, you will see Snoglug eggs. Looting these will begin the challenge and make angry any Snoglugs in the area.
Challenge
If you can
begins.
find unguarded eggs, it will be the easiest way to complete this challenge.
Bronze
The
level
rewards for
awarded.
this challenge include the 2 standard chests, as well as the option of selecting a level 7 pair of boots. On the west side of the Coldwater Gulch, there is a cave, the Ice Maw Caverns. Inside that cave are Yeti. Our next challenge is to kill those Yeti. With any kill quests, the percentage that I am receiving for killing the targets may not reflect what you receive. It is dependent on your
Challenge
level
begins.
and how many people are in your party. Killing elite mobs does tend to award a higher percentage, though.
Bronze level awarded.
For completing this challenge, in addition to the standard chests, we once again have the option of selecting a pair of level 7 boots. Next, back down on the ground floor to the west, further west of Tremor Ridge, we will find the Dreadstar Ravine, and we can initiate the challenge Tremor Ridge Defender, which is to kill Dreadstar Marauders.
Challenge begins.
Mob density is very high in this location. You should have no trouble locating and killing the required number of targets.
Bronze level awarded.
The rewards for this challenge include the Satchel of Scavenged Supplies, the Chest of Crafting Components, and a level 8 pair of boots. Lots of boots in the beginning challenges for this zone. Next, if we head south into the Crystal Shards, in the southwest section of that area of the map, there is a Loftite Pillar. There are 3 total. This is the one furthest southwest. We have a challenge to climb that pillar. This is a fairly easy jumping puzzle. I would say even easier
Challenge begins.
than scaling the Loftite cliffs earlier. Though you can bonk your head on the wall and slide off like I just did. And once you've reached this goal, you'll be able to bring up the rewards window and
Bronze
select
level
between
awarded.
Satchel of Scavenged Supplies, Chest of Crafting Components, and in this case, a 5-slot bag. Our next challenge takes place inside the Dreadplex, which is the cave in the southern section of the Crystal Shards where all the Dominion are. Deep inside the complex, you will find a hallway that is guarded by a network of laser beams. The challenge is labeled The Grid, and our goal is to go through the hallway without taking any damage. This can be a little bit
Challenge
frustrating as a
begins.
giant fat Granok.
Bronze level
The
awarded.
rewards here include our 2 standard options, as well as, once again, a 5-slot bag. Moving forward into Gallow Fields, our first challenge is to kill Swift Paw Dagon, which are basically wolves. The mob density for the wolves is weird. Sometimes you'll run into packs of up to 5 of them, and sometimes you'll only find one.
Challenge begins. Silver level awarded.
Rewards for this challenge include the Satchel of Scavenged Supplies, the Chest of Crafting Components, and a new decor item, the Chua Tech Loading Arm. At night, and only at night, sleeping cows will appear. You can begin a challenge by tipping one over. This will aggro the cow to you. My recommendation is to not fight it, because you will not have time to tip over the required amount of cows if you stop to fight each one. Hop on a mount, drive around, tip over cows, and don't look back. The rewards here include a level 10 pair of boots. Next, in Gallows Fields, you will find a cave, the Duskfall Caverns. Our next challenge is inside this cave, and it is to destroy eggs. The targetable eggs are kind of hard to spot. They do have health bars. They do have little aggro detections that pop up when you get near to them, and they tend to move a bit. But, like, for example, this egg to our right, this is not a targetable egg. But, just down this hill, that is a targetable egg. They have very low hit points, and the only thing that will slow you down is server lag, which, during the stress test, was really irritating me. But we still were able to complete the challenge without too much trouble.
Silver level awarded.
And in doing so, we were able to select from the available rewards, which included the Satchel of Scavenged Supplies, the Chest of Crafting Components, and the Chua Tech Loading Arm. Next, in the northwest of Gallows Fields, you will find a cave labeled Helson's Claim. If we go deep inside this cave, we will find Gronix. These are large stone golem type creatures. They drop an item we are trying to collect. It is not a guaranteed drop. You may have to kill many targets in order to finish the challenge. This challenge has 4 reward options: the Satchel of Scavenged Supplies, the Chest of Crafting Components, a Meteor Crater Fab Kit, which is a housing plug, and a pair of pants that are level 11. Next, if we head north of Gallows Fields into the Crow family homestead and kill members of the Crow family, we can collect their masks, which is the target of the challenge, Collect Crow Masks. Here the drop rate is at... it's gotta be 100%. It's almost guaranteed. I believe these items even drop off the wolves that accompany the Crow family. In addition to the
Silver
standard
level awarded.
reward options, you will have the choice of selecting a 6-slot bag or a pair of level 10 gloves. Once we're done here, head back down to Gallo, southwest of the town. You will find the entrance to the First Strike Mine. Our challenge here is Cartel Slayer, and it is to kill members of the cartel. You can activate this challenge as soon as you enter the cave, but there are no cartel located at the very entrance. It's quite a ways in before you encounter them,
Challenge begins.
so you may want to hold off on triggering the challenge if you are doing so manually until you have actually encountered members of the cartel. This challenge also currently is one of the few challenges that retains a kill count instead of a kill percentage. You will receive 1 point for killing a single spawn mob. You will receive 1 point for killing a double or triple spawn mobs group as well. The elite creatures, as a result, only reward 1 point and are not
Silver
particularly
level
worth
awarded.
dealing with. The rewards here include a Meteor Crater Fab Kit and a pair of pants that are level 11. Next up, we're heading to the far south of Gallo, into the Grim Valley. Here, our goal is to complete the Smoosh Shrooms challenge to kill musty spores before they explode, much like the eggs did in the previous
Challenge
cave,
begins.
Dustfall Caverns. These have very low hit points and should die in one hit. The goal is finding them, as they are a little bit hard to see sometimes. Once you've completed this challenge, a reward window will pop up, and it
Silver
will
level
provide you
awarded.
with a choice between the Satchel of Scavenged Supplies, the Chest of Crafting Components, a 6-slot bag, or a pair of gloves that are level 10. In and around this area, also including the Grim Lumber Mill to the south, our next challenge is Grim Reaper, which involves killing members of the cartel. Mob density here is pretty high,
Challenge
and does
begins.
include elite creatures that will provide bonus percentage when killed.
Silver level awarded.
This set of rewards includes the Satchel of Scavenged Supplies, the Chest of Crafting Components, and a pair of gloves that are level 10. No, I'm sorry, it was a level 10 pair of boots. I was looking at the wrong line. My apologies. Our next challenge is to the west in the Rock Ridge Hollow. In the northeast section of this zone, you will encounter an NPC who has you do several quests that lead to her constructing this cannon. Once the cannon is constructed, you will be able to use it to do this challenge, which is to fire yourself out of the cannon and try and land in the center of this lake by activating a set of rocket boosters which give minimal maneuverability. Landing once will award you a
Bronze
bronze
level
medal.
awarded.
You will then be able to take the warp pipe back up to the top. Repeat this process twice more, and you
Gold
should get a
level
gold medal
awarded.
without a problem. Rewards for this challenge include the Meteor Crater Fab Kit, a level 11 pair of pants, and a level 11 weapon attachment, which is blue quality. Now we are moving into the Silo 14 section of the map. Our first challenge is Cannamid Killer, which is to kill Cannamid around the edges of Silo 14. As far as I'm aware, this does not include the augmented Cannamid that you will encounter further into Silo 14. This only includes the
Challenge
unaugmented
begins.
Cannamid in the beginning section. Rewards for this challenge
Challenge
include the
complete.
satchel of stuff, the chest of other stuff, the Shard Spire Canyon Fab Kit for your house, level 12 boots, and a level 13 weapon attachment, which is of blue quality. In this same area, there is a challenge labeled Scrapyard. This is to pick up ground spawns that look like, I don't know, discarded pipes or wires. Once you've activated the challenge, they will be glowing and they will have a gear icon, so they should be easy to spot.
Challenge begins. Complete.
The rewards are very similar for the previous challenge and include a Shard Spire Canyon Fab Kit, a pair of level 12 boots, and a pair of level 13 gloves that are blue quality. Our next challenge is Protector Rejector, also located right in the same area of Silo 14, and is to kill Elden constructs.
Challenge begins.
You are able to target these larger creatures. There are smaller probes. There are the neutral augmentation robots. These are all valid targets for this challenge. There is also an elite mob, which I was trying to learn if would give a
Challenge
large
complete.
reward. It turned out to not be worth my time. It had a lot more hit points than I expected, and we were not able to kill it. Before time ran out, at the very least. The rewards for this challenge include the Flower Garden Fab Kit, a 6-slot bag, and a level 13 support system that is of blue quality, in addition to the standard 2 options. Our next challenge, located here in the southwest section of Silo 14, is a race. The challenge is labeled Elden Construct
begins.
Border Scaler. Our goal is to get from point A to point B in the time allowed. If you have a hoverboard like I do, then it's going to be no problem. Unfortunately, at launch you will not be able to have a hoverboard until level 25, so you will probably be doing this on foot.
Gold level awarded.
Our rewards for this challenge include the 2 basic options, as well as a flower garden fab kit, a 6-slot bag, and a level 13 pair of pants of blue quality. Our next challenge is located kind of in the center of the Exosite 14 area. There is a cave just to the south of Bell Walker's field camp, and it leads into an area called the Skittering Grotto. Our first challenge inside the Skittering Grotto is Grotto Grave Digger, which is, for some reason, stepping on eggs. I'm not actually sure what the pun is here. It's hard to tell which eggs count and which eggs don't. I recommend just kind of running at the masses of eggs and killing any spiders that get in your way along the process.
Gold level awarded.
Once you've completed the challenge and wrapped up any loose ends that happen to be following you around, hit the rewards window and you will be able to select from a chest of crafting component, a satchel of scavenge supplies, a level 12 pair of gloves that are of blue quality, or a level 13 shield of blue quality. In the same area,
Challenge begins.
a challenge labeled Skittering Slaughter, which is to kill spiders, can be activated. You may be able to do both of these challenges at the same time if you want to just save yourself a little bit of time and effort.
Gold level awarded.
Mob density is very high, so getting a gold medal is not too challenging. The rewards for completing this challenge include a Shardspire Canyon Fab Kit, a level 12 pair of boots, and a level 13 weapon. The weapon is of blue quality. Back out in the main area, in the northern section of Exosite 14, there will be a challenge called Grinding Up Gronix. This is to kill the augmented Gronix in the area. I do not do it here, but my recommendation is to start at the top of the silo and work your way down, because it takes much less time to fall than it does to climb. The rewards include the 2 basic chest options, as well as a level 12 pair of gloves that are of blue quality, and a level 13 shield that is of blue quality. In the northeast section of Silo 14, or Exosite 14, you will be able to find a scaffolding where you will begin a race. I tried this on foot first, make a small error, and then I give it a shot with my hoverboard.
Challenge begins.
You can hit the marker point at any time to kind of re-get your bearings and make sure you're heading in the right direction on these race-type challenges.
Gold level awarded.
And the reward for this challenge includes the satchel of scavenged supplies, the chest of crafting components, as well as a level 12 pair of gloves that are of blue quality, and level 13 chest armor that is of blue quality. There is one additional challenge, which is located above Grim Valley. You need an explorer to access this area, or to be incredibly creative with your wall jumping. I did manage to get up here as a scientist, but it was not fun. Head inside, complete the challenge related, which is to, I believe, loot skeletons? And my notes are unclear. What my notes say is there are no rewards for this challenge currently, which is true. If they add rewards for this challenge, I will add a notation to this video. But until then, that is the end of this zone. I appreciate you tuning in. If you found this video helpful, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. You can subscribe to my channel if you would like. I will be putting out more videos of this type as Wildstar release happens and continues. I appreciate your time, and I'm very happy that you joined me. You can also follow me on Twitter at itsboats, ITSBOATS. Or you can follow the channel at Cecil and Blues.